francs, fifth of an ounce, are $256.68, and you get a free subscription, either digital or hard copy, for a whole year when you buy one coin. I mean, that's just such a good deal. They've got British sovereign gold coins, $3.32.12. They've got Lakota Nation rounds. They've got Walking Liberty $half silvers at $9.75. You cannot get that anywhere. I mean, that is just an insane deal. Rolls for $1.95. It just goes on, and this offer is about to end. It's going to end over the weekend if gold holds where it's at, and clearly it is. So 800-686-2237. Brokers will be there this weekend. 800-686-2237. Do not procrastinate, folks. I mean, it's so elementary when you've studied it. Gold and silver is what governments, corporations, Europe, all-time records in Europe, all-time records in the United States. 800-686-2237, and you're paying a price because Ted bought a bunch of this when it was lower. He's passing that savings on. 800-686-2237. Ladies and gentlemen, take advantage of that today. Don't wait. Bob, in closing, where do you see gold going in the next 6 months to a year?
Straight up. I'm looking for, we've had the breakout. We might hesitate at 1,300. It's just a technical thing. 1,500 to 16,000, 1,650 is where we should be shortly, and if not shortly, by the end of the year. So that alone is worth buying for. And if we get the opportunity to go to 15 or 16 in the next month or so, then we may see 2,500 to 3,000 by the end of the year. Gold is going to $700 to $7,500 an ounce before the end of next year. I mean, the world is upside down. Never mind the inflation that's going on. Don't wait.
Well, I'll say this. I personally bought gold. It was $300 an ounce, and I've done quite well. I don't buy it as an investment, but as an emergency backup. But a lot of people do get it as an investment. And it's come out in C-SPAN hearings that they are manipulating the gold price. But you don't think they can be successful to... But I mean, again, I'm at Kitco looking at the 5-year graph. It's going straight up. They can do little manipulations, but every time it goes back up higher. So if you see the trend, I mean, it's straight up. Well, Bob Chapman, I appreciate you joining us today. We'll talk to you again for a full hour or even more coming up next Friday. Thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you, and thank you all for listening.
You bet. Good to have Bob Chapman with us. All right, now I want to shift gears yet again. The story is up on Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.com by Paul Joseph Watson. Excuse me. Trilateral Commission wants war with Iran. And first I want to play a video of the Trilateral Commission meeting a little over a week ago before the European implosion in Dublin, Ireland, and We Are Change, as David Rockefeller was going into the hotel for the secretive meeting. And this is what We Are Change Ireland in Dublin had to say to the kingpin of the banking New World Order system.
Rockefeller, we know what you're doing. We know what you're doing to the world. Rockefeller, your New World Order will never come in. You're running out of time. Scumbag, you've rushed it. You screwed up. You're not going to stop the Irish, Rockefeller, you scumbag. We are the Irish. We know what you're up to. We know what you're up to, Rockefeller. It's all going to come crumbling down.
All right. And then they go on to challenge the police and explain how they're selling their people out. In fact, if you still have it queued up at that point, let's play the rest of it. I shouldn't have cut it off.
Unbelievable. Hope you're happy working for that courtbag. Do you know what that guy who you're protecting does? How's it feel, lad, working for a mass murderer? That guy started the eugenics movement, funded the Nazis, monopolizes every business. What sort of world are you making for your kids?
What kind of world are you making for your kids? That's enough. And it goes on from there, a lot of background noise. But that was We Are Change. Now, Neil Foster from the Sovereign Independent, he just had his own press badge and just moseyed on in to the meeting. And I've moseyed into high-security meetings as well. So has Jim Tucker many times. He got shot at in Portugal for it on record back in, 99. But let's go ahead and go to this next clip of Neil Foster going, and we're going to talk to one of the We Are Changers coming up after the break, going right into his table and just talking to him. Here it is.
Everybody now. Come on, stop it. Mr. Rockefeller, you will never get your New World Order. We're not your slaves. We are not your slaves.
I guess that was a shorter clip. There's actually a longer one online where it goes on and on. Wow, we'll try to pull it up. But let's go ahead and introduce one of these gentlemen right now. That's Alan Keenan of We Are Change Ireland, which are, again, not left, not right, freedom. Be the change you want to see in the world. Stand up against the New World Order. We're about to go to break, but he was able, at the conference, or the night before the conference, to talk to one of the Russian members of the Trilateral Commission. And tell us how you did this. Tell us how you got in, where you talked to him, and we'll come back and after the break and cover exactly what he said.
Hi, Alex. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you for your courage. You're an inspiration to us all. Tell us what he said.
When we got to the hotel, we were outside, hanging out outside that for the whole day, waiting to see if we could get an interview with any of them when they were coming out. And we tried talking to a couple of them beforehand. They weren't really that interested in talking to us, so we just said we were students from down the college down the road, and we were just wondering what was happening in the hotel. And he said they were deciding the future of the world, and one of the things they were discussing on the agenda was the Greek financial crisis. So we asked him a couple of questions about that, and he was more than willing to give us information when he thought we were just students. I said to him a good solution for the Greek financial crisis would probably have been a world currency, which he jumped at the chance to talk about it. He was saying a world currency is something they all want, but it will require a global central bank to be implemented by a global government. Which, I mean, we played along with this, and we said that yeah, it'd be, of course, that's what we all want. And he said, yeah, that's the dream. That's what we're all trying to achieve. But if there's countries like...
Well, let's go over who this guy is, how you ran into him, how you knew he was Trilateral Commission. I also want to get the other newspaper guy on. He went in and confronted him inside the building. Just amazing information. Stay with us. Quick break, sir, and we'll come back with Alan Keenan on the other side of We Are Change Ireland. Stay with us.
You may be arrested and or subject to other police action.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on Earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship. Body scanners, sound cameras, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Are you prepared? Well, you need to be hardcore prepared. There is a difference. To be hardcore prepared, equip yourself with the latest survival gear available at TactownGear.com. All Tactown gear has been field tested by Canadian and U.S. forces, so you know it's tough. What kind of gear? 72-hour survival kits as low as $55. Holsters for $21. Ankle holsters as low as $40. Flashlights, knives, binoculars, sleeping bags, boots, weapons, accessories, and much more available only at TactownGear.com. Order now and receive free shipping and a free gift on orders over $175. Need more? Receive free shipping, a free gift, and a 10% discount on orders over $250. Visit TactownGear.com right now for your preparedness needs. That's TACTownGear.com. TactownGear.com. Or call Tactown Gear at 418-844-9111. Again, that's 418-844-9111.
On the average, Americans work between 45 to 50 years, hoping to build up enough wealth to retire and live out their golden years. Unfortunately, with taxation, the rising cost of food, energy, housing, and medical, many retirees are forced to live below the poverty line. Is this a flaw of free enterprise, or is our monetary unit we call the Federal Reserve Note forcing us into perpetual debt, ensuring inflation and higher taxes? These questions and more can be answered by reading G. Edward Griffin's book, The Creature from Jekyll Island. Congressman Ron Paul states it's what every American needs to know about central bank power. A gripping adventure into the secret world of international banking cartel. Hi, this is Ted Anderson. I will give a silver dollar from the early 1900s to anyone who purchases this book. Call 1-800-686-2237 and order a copy today. It's critical that the public be made aware of the system. Call and order your copy today at 1-800-686-2237. That's 1-800-686-2237.
In March, Alex Jones announced that eFoods Direct was putting together a high-volume, pre-production order of the new Quick Fix meals. By waiting for production and shipping of their orders, families were able to receive one free item for every 3 that they bought. Since the final shutdown of this buy 3, get 1 free program, we've had a lot of folks calling, disappointed that they missed the order deadline. Listen carefully. Starting